Is it right you do a whole podcast about keeping up appearances?
Yes.
Wow. All about keeping up
It's
appearances.
niche.
Yeah, listen, people love
But
niche.
people love niche and people love keeping up appearances.
There you go.
Particularly the away kits from 2000 to 2002 because it just makes me think of Henrik Larsson.
Oh, I could have had my Henrik Larsson one here as well. Is the yellow that one or
yellow NTL
lovely
sponsor?
Kit.
Yeah, and
I think
very much a Streets won't forget Celtic squad with him and Hearts and Sutton, Neil Lennon and Thompson and stuff like that.
Alan
and obviously,
Thompson.
Yeah, big Bobo Baldi as well.
Still love going on FIFA. There we go. Sean got me this. I think can't remember. It was my 21st birthday. That's a Celtic one. And
the king.
Yeah, he was always my favourite. Yeah, no, Celtic's a great shout. I wasn't sure whether to wear like a different classic kit, but I'm gonna stick with Denmark.
How was Max?
Yeah, it was good. It was a bit of a keeping up appearances roadshow, wasn't it, Bob? An exhibition.
It was, yeah. I thought it was a meet and greet. We should have charged them, really.
Yeah, we had some American fans there who were absolutely sort of. Me and Bob were probably in second gear, weren't we, Bob? But they were amazed.
Loved it, yeah.
Yeah, but we've got a new branch to the game, which is you get like testimonial games or legends matches.
There was a Real Madrid one the other day. I don't know whether you saw it.
We'll save that for a few years when Max is over next year. Max can do that one. The Torres one was mad though, because again, I just assumed all Liverpool fans would have absolutely despised him.
That's everyone's kind of the same on Twitter now. Like they don't know why he's considered a legend, but
I mean, obviously he's a legend.
If you're getting Nabil El Zahar playing in a Legends game, I think
they're struggling, weren't they? That's how made up he was.
Scored though, didn't he?
Did he?
I got him in the pub.
Yeah, I think that the Torres one is the kind of thing, like especially for people of our age or our age brackets, they probably have forgiven him by now and look back on it rose-tinted glasses, don't they?
I like the fact that we all listened to Tosh and came in kits as well. That was
Have you got a Villa top on there, Tosh?
Denmark. Hello, Villa will get a mention. Don't you worry about that one. I'll be giving all the love. The love to Hummel.
Tosh going to get us a Hummel deal at the end of this.
Yeah.
We
should get another one for Ed.
I'd love a Gymshark one though.
Who were the ones you went on a run with? Live, laugh, love, or something? What are they called?
No. Pure Sport. Pure Sport.
Pure Sport.
Or 247, or do you mean where it says Lululemon in the background?
I don't know. Either way, it was wool.
I wouldn't say that opinion.
I wouldn't say no to Lululemon, like.
Yeah, Lululemon stuff's great. Is
there anything to do with Lulu, or?
It is, yeah.
What was Eurovision? Boom, banga, bang, Sean?
Yeah. Boom, banga, banga.
Song of the week.
Song of the week, there you go.
Boom, banga. I can't wait for the Eurovision special, Sean. I've been lining that one up for a couple of months.
Oh, yeah.
You can get that Glandular Fever back, Callum, when you hear that on.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
How are you doing, Cal?
Not good. I'm in a bad way.
You sound all right, like.
Baker.
Not great, like.
Oh, convenient cough then, did you?
I've bigged myself up for this. Couldn't miss this twice in a row, but
yeah.
Is it definitely whooping cough?
No, it's not. Now you said.
No one's had whooping cough since Queen Victoria was on the throne.
They have, but they're all under 12 months old.
Yeah, it's a killer. It kills infants, mate.
All right, so bring it down. Like.
Why you need to get vaccinated, Cal?
Definitely not why you need to vaccinate. But are we ready?
Have you done any given Saturday, Sean? By the way, I just sort of no one mentioned it, so I just sort of assumed after we've all made a mess of it.
I was lying in bed last night, and when I should have been getting sleep because the baby was asleep, I was like, "Oh my god, it's definitely my turn," and I knew none of you would do it. But I quickly found 2 games,
got to say, I did not enjoy doing it. I've grew some level of respect for you, Sean, after the last week's. It's hard work. That
I enjoyed the prep for it, but then actually presenting
answering
just
the questions.
crumbled.
Yeah, I agree.
I know you might not have enjoyed the Carl, and I know it probably is because you're sick. But when Griffin was talking about you whispering the other day,
Get it back on then.
I had people independent from the group saying that.
Oh, really?
Sean stitched me up.
Did you actually?
Yeah, Lucy said about why was Callum like that.
Honestly, Carl, I genuinely didn't notice that there was a problem. Sorry, anyway, Carl.
It's all right, Sean. Don't worry, I don't mind. You're all good. Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure, Bob? Or...
Yeah, let's do it.
I reckon we do it. Can't we just do an episode without indoor voices?
You do it anyway.
Media trained, mate. That's what got me on Radio City. Indoor voice.
That is true.
These are all too loud.
Cam loves an indoor voice.
Tory voice, if it's ask me.
It's Connie, what's he going to do? Ready? Oh, yeah!
So, welcome back to this week's episode of Keeping Up Appearances. We have a very nostalgic and fun Marooned 5, which you'll probably all have your own personal opinion on. We'll obviously also have our match of the week leading into our Keeping Up Appearances game. But first, we will hand over the reins back to Sean to kick us off with any given Saturday. Let's see if we can beat him.
Nice one, Carl.
I hope that was loud enough for you, Griffin.
So, I'm thankfully taking over again because we need a bit of order. It's fallen apart last few weeks. So, I've chosen 2 games this week, both from the same weekend, because that's the rule.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it's always good to follow the rules, I find.
Yeah.
And I've gone for Saturday, January 10th, 2004. Our first game is... Yeah, we'll go with that one first. Our first game is Portsmouth 4, Man City 2. Now, the only thing to mention is Portsmouth, I've got 3 goal scorers. One player got 2.
Was his nickname a big like moose type thing?
Yeah.
Yakubu.
Yeah, so Yakubu got 2. So you've got 4 goal scorers left.
I was thinking then, who on earth could that be? I was like, who's the elk? I was thinking.
Feed the elk and he will score.
I might go for the nickname for the elk in future. I reckon I could do that for that charity game. Portsmouth 04 was one of them something you could eat at a barbecue.
Did one of them have a sweet?
Are they the same questions?
What's yours, Bob?
I was going to say sweet left peg.
Sweet left peg that you can eat on a barbecue.
No, I think we were talking about separate players.
No, Tosh, it wasn't. It wasn't
Who
Jimmy
you think
Hotdog.
Patrick Berger.
Of course, yeah. Sweet left peg. Did he score a screamer against Everton?
No.
It's not Paul Charner. It's also not Matty Taylor.
It's not Matthew Taylor, no.
Is he manager of Wolves? One of them.
No.
Is
he from
the other-
Africa?
No, none of them are from Africa.
Is one of the other scorers a striker?
Yep.
Is not right? Is European?
Every scorer European. Except Yakubu, obviously.
Is the one the striker? Did you say it was at Portsmouth or is that for Man City as well? Sorry,
I meant for Portsmouth.
Is Tosh sounding like Daft Punk here?
No. But you froze them, Bob. It looks like you with Daft Punk. The mascot.
Did I? Ah.
I thought that was going to be part of the question. Then is if the team didn't get the scorer for Portsmouth there.
Is he harder, better, faster, and stronger?
Are we establishing the strike? Was the striker for Portsmouth, Sean, when you answered that question?
So there's a striker for each team.
Oh, okay, thank you. Was did he play in Euro 96, the striker for Portsmouth, for England?
Yes.
Was his first name nicknamed after an American president,
Correct.
Mr. Sheringham?
It is Teddy Sheringham.
So
You
one
got
more score
two.
for Portsmouth.
Yeah, one more, and he's pretty hard.
As in, like
As in,
Vinnie
he's
Jones
lightning
hard
or
or hard to get?
I don't know, a bit of both, maybe.
Is he a left back?
I don't know.
Does
Let
his
me-
surname sound like something you'd order online and get it next day delivery?
Amazon.
Prime, Limvoy Primus.
Jesus. No.
I first went Hermes Horizon, even though it's Herman's Horizon.
Hermes Horizon's a good one too.
like new version of Rockbusters? This
What position? Can you tell us the position that the other
he's
one
a
plays?
defender.
is he English?
No.
Thanks.
That's all I want to know.
Yeah.
I can't think of any defenders for that Portsmouth team.
Go Man City then. Is
We've got a striker for Man City.
did he come through the youth ranks at Aston Villa?
No.
I was just about to ask a question for him.
Is he English?
No. No more English.
Did he play for other Premier League clubs after Man City?
Yes.
I cut out then, was he English? Sorry.
No.
Well,
Does he have similar hair to you?
They both do.
Is one of them Antoine Sibierski?
It is.
Get in.
that is.
Oh,
He always goes for someone with no hair.
I do go
Yeah.
for a baldy, yeah.
Yeah.
that was a great answer, that Bob. You back to your best, that Bob.
So the other one's also bald as well.
Yeah. Hasn't always been, but
Is he a pundit on like Talk Sport? Oh no, he pretty much always has been. I was to say Danny Mills.
no. You also remember striker.
Oh, both Cities ones were strikers.
Sibierski's a midfielder, wasn't he?
I thought Sibierski was a striker.
I can't remember it.
Maybe I'm probably wrong, Sean.
Was it David James? He played up front for a game.
Played at the weekend, didn't he?
Did he?
He played
Scored
for
a free
Sunday,
kick.
Sunday League team, yeah.
Is he playing at Marine?
I wish. I do actually need a keeper, so I might ask him.
Striker, ball.
Was Man City this guy's sort of peak Premier League club?
No.
Did he play for Man United as well?
No.
Bit of a journeyman.
Very much so.
I mean, very much so.
Yeah.
He's a big journeyman.
What else could that mean?
I think I missed the question, to be honest. I think I froze now. Just bodes well for the rest of the podcast.
Is
You
he
just
bald?
talk to
Is he
yourself.
bald as well?
He is bald, yeah.
And not English, but European.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicholas Anelka.
There we go.
No question.
Yeah, you have got to get better at asking the questions, even when you know the answer, Bob.
Yeah, but I whispered me questions. Might not
Oh,
hurt me.
sorry.
Have we got one more Portsmouth, so defender? Give us the nationality, Sean. Come on.
What's his nickname? The Sulk.
Who's that, Bob?
Nicholas Anelka, his nickname's the Sulk.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Told you I whispered it.
The Serbian defender from Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
You
I
give
can't
up?
think. Mate, can you give us another clue?
Do you want his initials?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
DS.
David Seaman.
No.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, is he City? It's like that's no, he was something else. No. Go on, well, you might have to give us that, Sean.
Okay. His name is Dejan Stefanovic.
Name rings a bell, but never would have got that. In a
Yeah, I
million
told you it
years.
was hard.
Probably
I'll
is solid as well.
1-0 to you.
Yeah. Right, now, second game, I've gone for a bit of a curveball. It's a 4-0 win for Chelsea against Leicester. But one of the goal scorers is an own goal from a Leicester player.
Oh, no.
So you've got to have a little think about both. So 4 goal scorers, 3 for Chelsea, one own goal by a Leicester player.
Has one of the Chelsea scorers managed Everton?
No.
As one of the Chelsea scorers, did he score in the Champions League final for them in 2012?
No.
Was one of them, was he like a Eastern European, like Serbian, I don't know whether he was Serbian type.
Yeah.
Was he, what was his name? Kesman, was it?
Oh, no.
Was he a drug? Did he get done for some form of doping? It might have even been cocaine, actually.
It was cocaine.
He
Yeah,
certainly did, yeah.
Adrian Musu.
Correct.
I'd have asked a Pokemon question about that one. The other chance there.
One of the other Chelsea scorers being an M5 nomination.
No.
I think that Kesman's nickname might have been Batman.
Yeah.
Could the other scorer have been his assistant?
No.
Sidekick.
Oh, sorry.
It was not Iron Robin.
Did the other one have a holding midfield position named after him?
Nope.
Also famous, he didn't score very many, did he? Was one of the others the defender? Sorry, Bob.
Okay.
One of them is a defender, yeah.
Was he involved in a racist thing with Antoine Ferdinand?
No.
Did he win the European Cup with Porto?
No.
Did he win the
Was
league?
this 2004? Sorry, this January 2004.
Yeah.
Oh, so Mourinho wouldn't even be manager, would he?
Did he also play for Leicester later on in his career?
Not that I know of.
Did he play for Liverpool later on in his career?
No.
Just to clarify, it's not Robert Huth.
Oh, no, it's not. So
This guy, sorry, I was going to say, this guy played for other Premier League clubs.
I was just going to say he played for one other Premier League club.
This is the defender.
The defender, yeah.
Is he a poor man's Leighton Baines?
In one respect, yeah, but not the one you're thinking of.
Is it Wayne Bridge?
No.
It's Ashley Cole.
It's basically just another left back.
It's Ashley Cole then.
No.
Oh, is it Celestine Babayaro?
Correct.
Get in.
Good shot, Bob. The other scorer, is that a striker? Did you say?
Yeah.
Did he score in the Champions League final against Liverpool? Is he Argentinian?
Oh, no.
Was this towards the end of his career, or was he just starting his career there?
I'd say it's probably slap bang in the middle, or more, maybe more towards the end. I'd say.
What I'm saying, he wasn't one of the new Chelsea phase.
No.
Did he end up being
quite?
Yeah. Did he end up being quite a journeyman? He went to Barcelona after Chelsea, then seems to have about 400 club. Oh shit!
I was thinking I had a good Johnson as well. Was his name? Did he play for Leeds before that? Oh no, you said only one. Did he? Was it Jimmy Floyd?
It was Jimmy Floyd. That's the one club was for Babayaro.
Oh, who did he play for as well?
Newcastle.
Don't remember that.
That was in the soonest era, wasn't it?
The banter years.
Yeah.
And then we got the Leicester scorer to get the own goal.
Yeah. I've got a huge clue for you if you really need it. It might be quite hard to pinpoint Leicester defenders from that time.
Oh, defenders.
So it's a defender.
Oh, Leicester players from that time.
Is it a defender?
Yep.
That would have been, so that's the year he came up for a year, didn't he? That was like the year where Ferguson strangled that Freund. Was it him? Was it Stefan Freund?
No.
That would have been great if it was.
I can't even remember that team. Did he play had he played for Leicester's for years?
No, not that I knew of. Not that I know of. He played for.
So he didn't he wasn't that. I was thinking he scored in the cup finals Tranmere for that Matt Elliott.
No. Let me work it out fully. But played. He played for another Premier League team beforehand.
Is he English?
No.
Like from the British Isles?
No.
Oh no. I reckon you might need to give a clue, otherwise I don't know. It's gonna.
The only clue I've got is a really obvious one that has been mentioned on this podcast before. So,
Can you give us a nationality then before we get that, or is that too obvious?
I reckon that is quite obvious.
Okay, well,
but go ahead. Let's just say. So he's Greek.
Been mentioned on this podcast before.
Did you say he played for someone else?
Yep.
Can you tell us who the team is? No.
Leicester. No, he was the other team. Sorry, Birmingham.
Oh,
That's Muzzy. He's Turkish anyway, isn't he? Muzzy, is it? So he was on
And
the
a midfielder.
Did he go on to win the Euros with Greece? There was someone who played for Leicester, but I don't think that is not that Zagarakis or something. No,
but he did win the Euros.
God. Yeah,
I'm screwed here.
The team he was at before Leicester was Newcastle.
No, I'm gone.
Give us his initials. Can we have his initials?
No, I'll just tell you the best clue because I do want to mention it. So, when he was at Newcastle, he famously played against Arsenal, and he was turned by Dennis Bergkamp.
Oh, dab his ass.
Correct.
He won the. Did he win the Euros with Greece? Yeah.
Yeah, he stopped playing for Greece after that tournament.
Oh, fair play. I think
very good, that Sean.
Yeah.
Any given Saturday is back.
It certainly is.
Thank you very much for that, Sean. Big 2-0 victory for you. And we'll move swiftly on to Marooned 5. So I'll hand you over to Tosh to outline this week's theme.
Cheers, Cal. Thank you. So, as always, just a quick review of last week. And we looked at lower league players who never quite cut it in the Premier League. And probably to no one's surprise, David Nugent was the winner this week. So he's going to be sent off to the island to join maybe another Jason Kumas, another lower league one who maybe didn't cut it in the top flight. So he'll have some company there, but also Yaya Toure, Zidane, Pogba. I always say the same people every week, but you get the idea. This week, we're going to look at quite a topical one in the news at the absolute outrage that's been caused this week. So we're going to look at football kits. So quickly, have we anyone got any comments to make on the old football kit debate from this week, Bob? You looked eager to go.
It's just absolutely mad with all the terrible things going on in the world at the moment, and such a key topic of conversation has been this playful play on England's cross. It's just absolutely absurd. Very, very funny, but just can't believe that people have got that much time on their hands to moan about a little tiny mark on an England kit.
And what's annoying me is it's taken away from the fact that that away kit is absolutely unbelievable.
It's a nice kit, that, isn't it?
It's so nice, and no one's talking about it because they're all moaning about this flag. Like that it's so nice.
Yeah. I know, I agree. I actually haven't seen it. I've seen the away kit, and I didn't even know it was on that away kit because all I've seen is obviously the picture of the away kit, and then just that zoomed in picture of the thing.
I also think the flag actually looks nice. Like, I don't get why anyone cares that much.
Yeah, it's not that you can't change it, Sean. You should know that.
Why should I?
But the kit companies have done it with like Scotland's flag, Brazil's stuff like that.
That's not the St. George's flag, though, Bob.
England's just full of helmets to find anything to get annoyed at.
Yeah.
Rishi Sunak wasn't happy.
Neither was Keith as well, the shite bag.
Who?
Sorry, Sean. Keith here.
Keith?
Yeah.
Who's Keith?
Starmer, I'm guessing.
Keir Starmer refused to call
Oh.
him Keir.
Oh,
Callum, have you got any thoughts on the flag?
Not, I don't know why they've done it. It doesn't like bother. I don't know why it bothers anyone, to be honest. I'm not too sure why they did do it, but I don't get why people are bothered.
it looks good.
People should be more bothered. The fact that it's £130 for a footy kit is my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a disgrace. I think
You could
should
probably
be
spend that on your
capped.
cap.
I think kids' kits especially should just be capped. There's no reason that a kid's kit should cost more than 50 quid, 40 quid.
Capped.
Um,
Good point.
Yeah,
I
I quite
That's
agree
actually-
with that one.
I think that
I agree
that
with
should
you,
be
Tom.
more. That should be more of the issue, in my opinion. I think it's a disgrace. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works
Strong words.
with Nike's deal with England or whatever. I don't know how much they pay England to like be able to do it, but I assume it's multi-millions. I don't know why the FA should just knock off 50% of those millions and just say just discount the kit.
Yeah.
But if I was head of the FA, that's what first thing I'd do.
You probably will be soon, so
Well, we'll work
let's
on
see
it.
if he
So-
puts his words into action.
When you say discount the kit, you mean take money off, not like get rid of it.
Subsidise it.
Subsidise it, or like, so say they pay England 10 million a year to be able to do their kits, whatever. Well, I don't know what the deal is, so I don't think the English FA need much money, do they? Knock a few million off it and just subsidise the kit.
At the same time, though, Carl, like my thing with stuff like that is people buy it. Like, so why would, do you know what I mean? These people don't really care about like your families and that. And
No, I get it, and I get that Nike have got to make money in that, and it is what it is. But I just
The
think
people who buy it, the people who can afford it, you're cutting a lot of people out.
I disagree totally.
For a kid's footy kit, it just shouldn't be that expensive. Like, I don't know why, especially in England, it's just a white top with the England badge on it.
And a flag.
You can get a white Nike kids top for what, 15, 20 quid. Shorts, Nike footy shorts for a tenner or something, kids.
Are you suggesting people make homemade English?
No,
because that
what
would
I'm
be
saying is-
absolutely insane.
No, what I'm saying is, I don't understand why.
Those kids are getting bullied.
Because it's I don't understand why, because it's an England kit, it's like 5 times the price is what I mean. It's just a Nike t-shirt. And
Well, they're all that expensive though, aren't they, to be honest, like all the football kits now.
No, it's not just Nike. I think it's bad though. I think it's a disgrace.
Few websites you'd be able to ship it over for a board for a lot cheaper. Trust me on that one.
No, I think that's what's going to happen, and more
Maybe
power
so.
to people. More power to people doing it as well.
And again, I'm going to come on to it later, but Nike as well have written it. Like Nike, I actually think Nike's kits are rubbish as well. So I think Nike, they should stick to their lane, which is basketball and stuff like that. Coming in mooching in our football, them silly American ones.
Can I just throw out there though, Tosh? You made the point then that the people that buy the kit are the ones that can afford it. I totally disagree with that, because one of my main issues with like football fans is that, especially like you look at like match goers and stuff, one thing that does my head in is you got families that don't have much, and on kit release day they skint themselves to go and get the kids, like they have 3 kids and they buy them all a full strip. Like they can't afford it, but it's like,
That's the point though, isn't it? It's like,
You just
again,
do
they
it for
don't
your
want the
kids,
kid
don't
missing
you?
out in it. Don't they?
Which is bad, isn't it? So how does that, like,
yeah, but
you just do it for your kids, don't you?
yeah, but
Because you wouldn't want to see your
you
kid
could also be
down,
buying food for your kid. That's more important. Put the lecky on for your
I
kid.
don't know, Again, you can't say you're not doing it. I don't know. It's like that thing, isn't it? Yeah. I think it's a completely different debate, I suppose, isn't it? A big wider one that we're probably not the people to be talking about.
Yeah,
I just think
I've got a child now, like I can talk about it.
I know, but again, you'll be in a position in a few years, won't you? Where like I hope, hopefully, and I imagine you won't have to make that decision. But for some people, you're right. That's a tough decision, isn't it? When your kid might be the only kid in his class not to have the football kit, etc.
Yeah, and no kid nowadays should be being bought an Everton kit, so he shouldn't have that problem.
Or what they should do is just draw it on, like Callum suggested.
That's awesome what I suggested.
Exactly what he suggested.
What I think
how good your iron, Sean?
Get back to Admiral. 4-4-2. Back to basics.
That's Admiral, yeah.
Come on, England.
Right, yeah.
What I say.
And again, the other week, I actually thought Germany changing from Adidas to Nike was a more outrageous thing. Yeah,
Mental.
Absolutely. And again,
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, the new Croatia one as well. The new Croatia kits, considering that's one of the great kits. When you get into a bit of a debate in a minute, do you see the Croatia home one? I feel that's a kit it's impossible to not make great, and they've absolutely butchered it.
Oh yeah, I've just googled it there. It looks like a pajama top, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know because I know what's great about Croatia,
Sounds
checks
comfy.
and stuff. But anyway, yeah, off tangent a bit, but a good debate.
What's wrong with the Croatian?
You'll have to say it's just not basically no checks, just big splodges and stuff like that. Just big. Looks more like a Mondrian painting.
The game's gone.
Look at that for a reference.
All I'm watching
Oh, what
Hustle
the
years ago,
fuck
Sean.
is that?
Do you know what, Tosh? Do you know what I've been on paternity leave? I've watched the first 3 series of Hustle.
They're the best. 4, you can get up to 4 before it starts getting ruined. But
Yeah.
What a
right,
program.
enough tangents being on. Let's get stuck into the main event. So,
I enjoyed that.
yeah, that was good. So yeah, as was the topical news of the week is the kit saga. So we're gonna look at now at our favourite kits, and we're not aiming for just like a genre of kit. So for example, Boca Juniors is obviously unequivocally a great kit. We're looking at one specific kit, I think, more than anything. So yeah, our favourite kits. We've also worn a couple of kits as well, so you'll see on the picture on Twitter. But anyone want to dive in first about their favourite kit?
I'll go first because I'm not really that invested in it. I probably would have said any Everton kit that I had with Baines 3 on the back, really, but I'm not going for that. I think when you were talking about genre of kits, I think the most iconic one to me would be the green and white hoops of Celtic, because when you think of that kit pattern, you only really think of Celtic. Probably Sporting Lisbon as well, or Sporting Clubs of Portugal, whatever you want to call them. But it is just Celtic, really. So I'm going to go for Celtic, but go more particular and say the away kit from 2000 to 2002, which I also think is a very good thing that teams back in the day had used kits for a couple of years, and they don't do that anymore. They seem to bring out about 7 per season. So Celtic's away kit from 2000 to 2002 was a great shade of yellow, had a great NTL sponsor on. And then the kit is just synonymous with a collection of absolutely wonderful footballers that have scribbled a few notes down. There's obviously King Henrik, there's Chris Sutton, John Hart's, and so on, absolutely great strike force. Then you've got some cult heroes like Bobby Petter, Bobo Baldi, Paul Lambert, Stilian Petrov, Neil Lennon, and the team was managed by Martin O'Neill, who looks a spit to me dad, so I'll just throw that in there for good measure. So Celtic 2000 to 2002.
Yeah, that's a great get, that to be fair.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Bob. A great genre of kit, but also that one particular. I think I might have got that for our brother. I was showing Sean you before you came on with the Celtic kit with Henrik Larsson that you got me years ago.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's got it's a great sponsor as well on that kit. It doesn't it just enhances the kit rather than makes it shite.
I think my favourite colour of kits are yellow kits. I love a yellow kit with blue. Like I love it when Everton's away kit is yellow and blue. And likewise, any nice yellow and blue one. Like one of my favourite, I've got a Juventus one for a few years ago and a yellow and blue one. I love yellow kits. And that, you're right, Bob, it's a great shade of yellow with a great green. I think that's a great shout. What were you going to say? Sorry, Sean, then something.
No, I agree, to be fair. I'm not like a lot of like Scousers are like Celtic fans by default. I'm not really that, but I do kind of. I have always had a soft spot for that era of Celtic because of those players that Bob mentioned, and even though a lot of them did play in England, but even when they were at Celtic, everyone seems to know about them. And it is another thing. I've got quite a few things today that are going to make me sound like a gimp, but I'm quite bad at picking names for tops because I used to like try and be different. And I remember they had a winger called Alan Thompson.
We saw about him before, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
I don't know. I did write him down on my list, but didn't bring
Alan Thompson, I'm sure he only got one call up for England. And I remember going to JJB with my mum and going, I want Thompson on the back of my England top. And she was like,
Jesus.
Who's me? I was like, honestly, I love him. I remember I had a keyring with Thompson. I don't know why. When you just have a player that you love for no reason whatsoever. Thankfully, she
that's
taught
like
me
you
out of it.
picking Kilban the other day.
Yeah, but I've got a reason for that. I don't know why I like Alan Thompson. I just love
I
him.
think
Yeah.
did the year Celtic got to the UEFA Cup final, I think they knocked Liverpool out on the way. Oh, they certainly knocked Liverpool out around about 2002, 2003, and I think Thompson scored a free kick. So there's your reason.
Oh yeah, maybe that.
Again, I remember sort of around that time as well. Sean probably know it's like when England seemed to have a problem with the left side, and I remember everyone saying that he should have been the answer to that problem.
Yeah, maybe I was
But
just
he-
jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You started it probably like you did with Coban, I would have thought.
That is true. Yeah.
But yeah, and also the left winger link as well. Those always synonymous with yourself. So
It must be. Yeah, I've just got a thing for them.
yeah, no, good shout, Bob. Anyone want
Me,
to?
me
Go on, sorry,
closing
Bob.
me closing statement is going to be: I'm now going to go and change my top because this is far too small on me. I look like a sausage in it. So I'm gonna briefly get changed.
They're not listening to their arguments. That's a bit rude.
No, I will, but I'll just put my camera off. Unless you want a strip tease.
Do you know what I think as well? What adds to the argument, Bob, is the fact that it's an away kit, which already makes it like the fact that it's still memorable, and a memorable away kit already has a bit of back into it. But the fact it was just like a 2-season away kit and it still sticks in all our heads. As soon as you said Celtic 2002, that kit came straight to my head. So
Yeah.
I think, I think you might be onto something there.
Yeah, I think that's accidentally one of my best cases ever.
I do. I mean, that's because you usually sabotage on purpose. So yeah.
Right then, anyone want to dive in next? Go on, Callum. You keeping awfully quiet.
So I will go next then. So I'll give a shout out to a few kits that I thought of. A couple of international kits, the same international team. The Colombia one I've got on now, the blue one with the bright orange trim was the away one. Then the home one was the yellow one with the sort of 3 stripes on the ribs. Just 2 great kits to have home and away at one time. I also thought of the maroon Arsenal one with the gold 02. That was a very nice kit, and obviously, like Bob said, just the players that you think of with that kit, like the Omri and players like that, great. But I settled on a kit from 2018-19, another international one, which maybe follows Bob's green and white theme, and a kit that kind of transcended just football kits, to be honest. I'm going with the Nigeria 2018-19 home top. It was like gold dust to get. It was, I think, possibly one of the tops that kind of started people wearing football tops outside of football, so in like a fashion sense, in the last kind of 5+ years. Just a great kit. And Nigeria and Nike seem to always put out really nice kits, and I thought that was like a dead kind of vibrant and cool kit. And obviously, and it sold out like a piece of fashion would, not like sort of a football kit would. So yeah, it kind of transcended just football, and everyone kind of wanted it. So yeah, I'm going to put forward the Nigeria kit of 2018-19, the white and green kind of zigzag top. By the looks of Sean's face, that's what he was going to pick. But I'm sure he'll let me know.
I think Sean's thinking the same as me.
I think I am, Tosh. I'm intrigued to know what you two think because I've got my opinions.
No, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like it. I don't like that thing of that. It's the same with every Ajax kit that ever comes out that everyone just says, "Oh, this is the best looking kit there's ever been." And again, I do I can understand why people would pick that. I can, and again, it's got elements. I do like a green kit. It's similar to Germany's, like away one of it, 1990, etc. But yeah, there's just some, I don't know, just a bit triad. I think that would be my assertion of it. But sure,
You sounds like you're being an Everton dar there, Tosh.
Yeah,
well, maybe I am.
Just like a Wobie dancing in it. That's what
Yeah.
Tosh was thinking.
I know, obviously, anything Iwobi I'm a fan of, but was he even playing for them back then? I bet he didn't even play in that
Of
World
course.
Cup, did he?
He did. He was in like the campaign for that kit, that's all.
Absolute vibes. I agree. I think it's a great kit. I don't think it's one of the best ever, but
Right.
no criticism.
So
Oh,
not only do I actually don't think it's as nice as everyone made out. When it was selling out, I didn't understand it. I think it's just, it had very good PR at the time. However, my main criticism of it is, and I saw this firsthand, was I think it should have only been sold to very specific people. Like I saw loads of fat
Possibly
white
be
men.
careful what you say.
I saw loads of fat white men in this top. They should have been refused at the till, in my opinion. It's just not for them. And it made them believe they could get away with it. And it's unacceptable. I think, especially in
It's
Liverpool.
probably the same kind of people that are moaning about the England flag as well.
Yeah, maybe. Who tried to be a bit edgy.
nobody can say I'm allowed to moan about the flag because I've got that Nigeria kit.
Yeah, that's true. I've got a mate who's got the Nigeria kit. I just think, in Liverpool in particular, wearing footy kits, it's like, I've spoke to you about this, Carl. Like, I hate the fact that you're not allowed to wear colours in Liverpool. It's like a big no-no. You're like, we were talking to your kids that you're not allowed to wear tops to the match. But then you go down south to London and you see Arsenal tops everywhere, you see Chelsea tops everywhere. I wish we could do that. But it was like, people that I saw around, they wouldn't wear Liverpool tops, they wouldn't wear Everton tops, but they wear this mad Nigeria top that was definitely too small for them. And I don't know, I just think it gave people a license because they wanted to be cool. And no, everyone
Sounds like you've got someone specific here you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
There's a fella at the train station, I remember him. And it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. He was stood there trying, wanted everyone to look at him. And I was like, mate, take it off. Just, it's not for you.
That's what I mean, though, by transcend. Ooh.
Yeah, he was very sexy, to be fair.
That's what I think. I mean by it, people weren't wearing it as a football top per se. I think it's kind of transcended football. It was more of a fashion statement. I think that's
it shouldn't have been. It was a bad statement.
Sean, is it just that you wanted it and you couldn't get it because it was sold out?
No, because I know the likes of me and you, Carl, we could have got away with it. You've got it, haven't you?
No, I tried. I didn't manage to get it.
See, that fat fella at the train station, he bought your shirt.
What are you trying to say?
You're doing my size, I reckon, Sean.
Before you went to the gym, Carl.
You said this was,
before he started
too
running.
tight. Said it was too tight, you feel, didn't you? So yeah, that's my hat in the ring anyway.
Fair play, a bit of a different one, it's a bit of a fashion statement. I'll let you have it, Callum. Sean, any preference, or do you want me to go next?
No, go ahead, I'll go. Because I know mine's going to get slagged off as well, so I'm looking forward to it. So my choice this week is a top that just I loved when I was a kid, and it kind of reminds me of a kid. Not a kid. It doesn't remind me of a kid.
Nonce.
We don't want that on record. It reminds me of being a kid. So when I was younger, I used to have a bit of a thing in my room where I would draw each season. I draw the new Premier League, the new Premier League strips. So I'd get them from Match Magazine. So like that August Match Magazine, I'd have all the new kits in. I had a template and I'd draw around them and stuff. And I used to love kits. It was like a big thing. And then at the same time this was happening, there was a player that I used to really love when I was younger called Cristiano Ronaldo. And
Niche.
Whatever happened to him?
honestly, I don't know. I think he's like Alan Thompson. Yeah, and weirdly, when I was clearing the loft and moving out, I found pictures I used to draw, like a copy from the Match Magazine, and Ronaldo was on some of them. I really used to like him. And then all of a sudden in 2004, around the time of the Euros, Total 90 got involved and pretty much kitted out half the tournament with that kind of
template.
Yeah, that template with almost like the, I don't know what you call it, like the
Nike thing was like by the shoulder, wasn't it, rather than down by your tits?
and then it had almost like a coat
Like
around.
gridded out, didn't it?
Yeah. And I just used to love that kit because especially all the teams that wore it, you had your Portugal, Brazil, Holland, Croatia, America, I think. Like it was just like all like the cool teams wore that kit, and at the same time, as I say, I was a big fan of Ronaldo. Ronaldo's coming through wearing it when he had the little highlighted hair and stuff, and I just thought it made him look really cool, and it just made football so exciting. I think as well, Tosh, you mentioned it on the WhatsApp when I brought this up about that advert that came out for the Euros, the Nike one, where it was Brazil versus Portugal in the tunnel, and before the game they're all
So good.
scrapping, and then when they finally get onto the pitch, because they've been like chasing each other and booting each other, they're all knackered and covered in bruises and everything. And it was just like, again, that advert perfectly summed up the style of football at the time, where like it was all about flair. And I think Ronaldo, for me, kind of epitomised that, because that's what he was doing at United, especially in the early years. And then in that time as well, it was just like in that video, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, all
Probably
against
Adriano, probably as well. Like.
Adriano, yeah, against Figo, Ronaldo, Rui Costa. Like, it was just the best time, the best era of football for me. So that kit just kind of takes me back to that. Yes, Bob.
2 points. Not the best Nike football advert.
What do you think was better?
Second best, the one on the cage.
That was great.
I think that was better, and it had a little less conversation in it as well.
Yeah.
Which was just iconic. And my second point is, does Hannah know that he used to draw the season's kits?
Well, she's currently in the room, so yeah, she does
Oh,
now.
right, okay.
Yeah, but she's leaving the room, which is a nightmare.
I used to just
I can hear it unzipping a suitcase.
On the side note, I used to draw like new kits. Like I used to make my own kits. I had like a template as well. I know you used to design your own kits. I used to love doing that.
Exactly. So it's not just me.
I've seen the pictures are quite good, to be fair. I've got to actually give you a bit of credit because you are quite good at drawing, but you know the fact
Bit lame, isn't it?
is the tricky bit.
I was doing it in the road, Tosh. So yeah, I'm wearing me old Germany top anyway, with Michael Ballack on the back. But I had to, just to show my love for Total 90 in general, I had to wear my Total 90 jacket. And also in me garage, I've got a pair of Total 90 Astros, which I bought off eBay. And they're just there waiting for a special occasion to wear them. I'm a very nostalgic man, and I just love that time of football and the way it was played and the kind of players you had. So I can't really look past that Portugal kit for me.
Nice. I like it, and I think you're right. It was that era. That Euros is probably the first.
You went off then, Tosh.
I was saying that Euros is sort of that first time I remember like proper tournament, watching every game and all them teams having that. And the same with that advert. It was one of them, like, not to say, oh, back in our day, but no, I remember, people told you about the advert and you couldn't just go on YouTube and you had to wait and like hope you seen it. And like they sometimes didn't show like the full version. It'd just be like bits of it. And but yeah, it's just brilliant. But I don't like that sort. I actually don't think I like that style of kit. And I don't particularly like the idea, and I might be slightly hypocritical with my kit as well that I'm going to pick, but I don't like it when everyone's got the same sort of kit, and I didn't like the big circle numbers. But what I think saved you is what I do like is I like individual kits, and I think Portugal's, maroon with green, I think that's a very sort of individual, and what I like in a kit is like not necessarily colours that wouldn't go together, but like Portugal could easily. I remember there was one tournament, it might have been 06, the next one, they wore all maroon and the kit looked disgusting. Whereas it does, and like the same with like if you Atletico Madrid's kit is a great kit with blue shorts. When they wear that with white or red shorts, it's horrible. And that difference, I think, is what making the same with Portugal with that kit. I think you picked the right one there with that colour and then green shorts. I think, yeah, I do like that. But I wasn't a massive fan of that either. Like the same with the Arsenal one that Callum mentioned. Again, it was all maroon for a start, which I didn't like, and then sort of the Nike up there, I wasn't a fan.
No, I know exactly what you mean. I think it does bring mine down, the fact that all the kits are the same. But yeah, I do think that one stood out to me.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It was more the teams wearing it rather than what the kits actually wear.
Yeah.
They wear great, and I think another thing in favour of yours, Sean, is that it proper reminds me of Rooney when he was exploding at Man United.
Yeah, is it just like mine's not necessarily iconic because I mean obviously they got to the final that year, so it was fairly like well known for that. But your kits, well, with the exception of Nigeria, maybe might have like something towards it, like something big that happened. But this one, yeah, it's just the players that were wearing it. They could have bombed in that tournament, and I'd still have loved it because of all the hype that was around it and all the top 90 gear that everyone was wearing and stuff. It just felt like a real thing at the time.
Any other thoughts?
I'm just lucky that I didn't see
Solid.
anyone fat in a train station wearing it. Then I wouldn't have liked it. But yeah, nah, good shout. I think the whole campaign, everything about the total 90 was just great. And that's like, I know Tosh kind of said it maybe back in our day, but I think that's like kind of our era
Yeah.
of football, like sort of growing up. That's that total 90 era, I think, is our era. So,
Nike Americanizing it is what it is.
yeah. It's got really a big problem against the Americans this week, Tosh. What did Max do to you last Friday?
No, I'm just saying, yeah, no, not a fan. Right, then I'm going to wrap it up then. And I'm going to go here, similar sort of theme to others and similar to about it being synonymous with a great team. So mine I'm going to pick is, I'm sort of going to go with talk about two kits, but I'm going to go with the more iconic of the two. So there was Denmark in the 1980s, which are probably a lesser known iconic team, but a bit of a cult team now. They sort of came out of nowhere. They were like barely professional in the 70s, and then out of nowhere, they got all these fantastic footballers in once in a Michael Laudrup, Brian Laudrup, Soren Lerby, Preben Elkjær, lots of other these brilliant footballers, and he came from nowhere. They qualified for the Euros in '84, and the first great kit was similar to the one I've got on now. So let's see. So they remade this, which was sort of red with white sleeves with the great Hummel chevrons. But the more famous kit was when they went to 1986 in the World Cup, where they qualified top of the group of death, and it was like a Hummel kit. You see, like they tried to remake it this year. A lot of teams, so Everton's Hummel kit's in a similar style there, the greyish kit, where it was sort of half and half, but very thin, like pinstripes. And again, with the Hummels going down the side. And that it's also linked to a book, unsurprisingly, which book caught my eye, which is actually the book starred out. It's called Danish Dynamite, about the team, Tosh's book club back. But I think for me, as I say, I love the idea of football kits, and I love seeing new football kits. So I love this topic, and I love Hummel kits, and I think just the difference in them, I think they're just different kits, and I absolutely loved it when Everton have got them, and I've liked a lot of the Everton Hummel kits that we've had. I love the chevrons, and I just think they're very different kits. Now, I'm being slightly hypocritical because around that time, a lot of teams had similar style to this Denmark on. Also, look, the spine of the book's got chevrons as well. So, great book. But I think, it's a Scandinavian brand. A lot of teams from Scandinavia had that. Denmark have pretty much always had Hummel, apart from the odd years. And I just think they make great kits. There's something different. And I do think that's a team that if anyone was to go and watch on YouTube, some of the players, obviously Michael Laudrup, very well known as a proper footballer, one of the greatest ever. But a lot of them other players in there playing for lots of great teams around Europe. But yeah, and I think I also am a claim to them. I think I brought Hummel back to the mainstream. So a bit like the way I started the Duke, I actually was asked to design the school kit for my girls' football team in school. And out of nowhere, this is probably about 2018. I made a Hummel kit, so I got to design it. So I used similar to this Denmark one, pretty much with the white sleeves, but I changed it to black sleeves with red things. So I think I brought Hummel back to the mainstream. I was the first one, and then when Everton get Hummel 2020, 2021 maybe, so 2-3 years before Everton did.
And now whenever we signed Hannah's, I think.
Yeah, 2020. It was COVID. That
Was that what? I thought. So
a couple of years. I was a couple of years ahead of the curve. But yeah, a few other mentions. I had lots and lots of kits I was thinking of. The other one, they're just so synonymous. The white one, the Germany white one with like the pattern across the front with the different colours of the flag, and obviously the green away one, of which I've got a little sort of. But yeah, I think the first one that jumped to my mind was kit, because I just think that a team I'd love to have seen, one of the teams of the 80s, without sort of ever really doing much, a Euros semi-final and a World Cup second round. But they then went on to obviously win in the 92, but that wasn't that team. They sort of fluked the Euros. Not many of that team were left over. But yeah, that's going to be my kit. I mean, you haven't had the chance to have a little Google of the kit. So I'm going to go Denmark 86, just because it's the most synonymous kit. I actually think I prefer the Euro 84 kit. But yeah, brilliant team, brilliant kit, and a brilliant manufacturer in Hummel. And I think Everton are going to lose them this year, and I'm absolutely gutted about that because I think, I think part of the rumours is the Hummel contract's ending and they're going for that Castor. Is it Castor or Castore? I'm not too sure. And I don't trust them to make a good kit, to be honest.
I think Castor have they bought the sports rights for Umbro?
They have indeed, yeah.
I think so. I think it's possibly going to be an Umbro kit up by
right.
Castor. I think.
They haven't confirmed anything, have they?
No, it's rumours. I think it's obviously with the last season at Goodison. I think the plan is to maybe have it an Umbro kit.
But again, Umbro, like for me, just not getting to, again, I'd have an Umbro kit. Umbro have got different kits. Like I like that spell Umbro, that spell where they had like there's an Everton kit. Remember the white Everton kit with the blue Umbros going down the side? That's just a great kit. That's a bit very Hummel-like, I might suggest. But yeah, I think, I'd say Hummel, great. So I'd pick going Denmark 86 for the picture, but also worth out checking Denmark 84 and also the book Danish Dynamite. But I rest my case.
A good case put forward, Tosh. Backed up by your book as well, so yeah. Good shout.
Put that out as a love letter to Hummel for us, Sean. There's plenty in there. He might give us some free stuff. I reckon they'll be struggling after Everton have gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, are we saying just the obvious one of the debates we had, or are we picking an obvious one? No, for fifth.
Is there an obvious one? I'll be honest, I feel like the Denmark one's the obvious one.
So we just have the
salmon pink Everton kit.
The England, just have like the England one, just for it as it is. No,
have you seen, as a side note, just a quick throw, have you seen the two France kits?
France always do nice kits.
Oh yeah.
Again, I'd be willing to take out my bias of Nike against Nike. The two France kits are absolutely unbelievable. And again, only great the France kit because they wear red, white, and blue. Red top, white shorts, blue socks. If they wore again all blue or something like that. No, blue, white, red. Sorry, I said the wrong way around.
Yep.
But again, the away kit is fantastic and nice big cockerel.
I think it's too big.
No, you're wrong on this one.
No, I don't like a big
episode name.
You can't have too big of a cockerel. I've always said that, Sean. But yeah, okay then. So wrapping it up, it's been so bad, mate. Did it go again there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Fantastic. It didn't go when I was talking about Hummel, did it?
The whole thing.
No. We got the full half an hour of that Tosh summary.
And none of us even commented on.
That's all it was.
Tosh.
I just couldn't be asked debating with him.
Yeah.
Right then. So 4 iconic kits we've selected. Bob has picked the Celtic away kit from the early 2000s. Callum has gone for the 2018 Nigeria kit. Sean has gone for the Portugal Total 90 kits. And I have gone for Denmark 1986. And the other one is Denmark 1984. They're the two. That's the fifth one, I reckon.
Could it not just be an Argentina kit? Because they're always great.
Well said, Bob. It could just be an Argentina kit. And again, not to keep barring on the theme, Argentina kit, great when they wear white shorts, great when they wear black shorts with the home kit. Both great. And also a great away kit. Well said, Bob. Right then. Are we moving on?
Yeah.
Yep. Right then, after a couple of weeks away from the Premier League, it's time to load some Premier League games into our random wheel. So, what games do you want to go for this week?
I don't even know what's on. I've had such a nice holiday from Everton that I've forgotten everything. So I'll have a look.
Is it this week? Do we play Bournemouth this week?
I hope not. Villa Wolves.
Right.
Yeah, go on. Bit of a derby. Should we go Sheffield United Fulham as the tricky one?
I was just thinking that one. So,
and a middle of the road one, or a
Newcastle West Ham.
Yeah, fine with me.
Yeah, I'm not bothered. That'll do. Transfer market's got all those teams on it, so I'm not bothered.
Okay, those matches are in the wheel. Let's see what we're dealing with this week. So we all know it's legit because I'm not getting accused of fixing it. And it is Villa Wolves. Any
The Andy
thoughts?
Gray derby.
Trying to think, is there anyone else?
Jolie and Lescott. Who did you? Are we
Matt Murray. I think it's the Matt Murray derby.
Exactly what I was going to say. Are you getting Matt Murray straight in there? Was that the worst ever guess?
It was about 300 out. Yeah, it must be. Although, I mean, Richard Goff's the lowest number of appearances we've ever had.
Yeah.
But I still think that was a good shout. Whereas Matt Murray was terrible. Have you got any thoughts on the game?
Should be quite even, really.
I think it's on the telly as well, which is a rarity for one of our games.
Right, what time was it?
I think it's 5:30.
No.
Yeah, again, it's obviously Wolves are bordering on one of them teams who are getting to the point of having quite little to play for. You never really know.
Yeah.
You never really know what they're going to be doing. They've got a slight chance of Europe. Villa obviously still very much pressing for Champions League. Chance of fifth being qualifying for the Champions League is looking like it probably will. So they've also got a very good chance of winning the Europa League. I think the favourites for that, bookies favourites anyway. So
really,
I think so. Yeah, there's a couple of, but I've actually think they got one of the tougher draws. I can't remember who. Oh no, they should be favourites. I think the English teams will always be favourites in that. To be perfectly honest, just the way it's going. Unless Everton got in there.
Yeah, I was going when you mentioned getting Champions League, changed that rule for Everton, wouldn't they?
Lille, Aston Villa got, which is obviously quite. I think one of the tricky ones where it's quite difficult to go to Lille, isn't it? Someone lost there this year, I think, but yeah, I don't know. It should be. They both play quite well, both quite good to watch. Villa and Wolves, I think. So should actually be. I will watch that. I'm about. I think. I think Wolves had a lot of injuries just before the international break. I know they give a debut to a striker. I think they had a few people out up top. I think Hwang's out, Neves is out. I don't know if he's back, etc. But yeah, I think Villa are much more in need of a win, or will be wanting to win more than Wolves, maybe.
Right, predictions.
Ooh, I'll go
1-1.
2-0 Villa. I'm gonna go.
I'll go 2-1 Villa.
I'll go 2-2. 2 Villa wins and 2 draws. Right, should we get our number?
Please do.
Okay, as always, you know the rules by now, hopefully. Okay, so our number this week is 289. Now, have we got a song? Did we decide on Lulu?
Lulu. They've also the book title, going back to the book, comes from a song that we are red, we are white, we are Danish dynamite. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, stick that in just to shut Tosh up.
No, absolutely not.
It's not like
I'll go find out what the song's called.
Fashion in the title. I'm
David
sexy.
Bowie.
I'm too sexy. In relation, I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Yeah, and
That's
another Sean link with Right Said Fred as well.
Yeah, that's what I was singing to Sean. I don't think.
Me and Sibierski.
The Denmark song's apparently called Recepted. So looks a classic, but if you look at the album cover, it's got one nice kit on the front.
Do you actually want that to be the song of the week, Tosh?
Well, I've never heard it, so.
Hey, go on then. You go and listen to it, and everyone at home can as well. Listen to whatever Tosh just said, because I'm not saying it.
Recepten by the Danish 1986 World Cup squad.
Yeah, enjoy.
What was it, 286, Sean? Sorry.
Yeah.
289.
No, Recepten, not 286.
Oh. It is 289.
289.
That's not going to change my answer, to be fair. 286 and 289.
I've just crossed out loads of names there. How many seasons are we talking? Callum, you're usually the good person to ask.
He's got it up in front of him.
He's got the answer.
It was definitely 289, wasn't it? Do you reckon, like 7? Possibly. Probably depends who you're going for, I think.
Someone who's got around 286 appearances, probably.
I mean, which team? Well, it's 6-7 seasons, I reckon.
I find teams like Villa so hard. I mean, I find every team hard, but especially Villa.
I feel like I've got to go from that era when like Villa had a Hummel kit. So I've got to try and go back to then. So
Villa Cruz.
don't give answers out.
He definitely won't be a sensible enough guess, really.
Spoilers. I think I've got mine.
I think I've got mine.
I want to go first. I reckon someone's going to take mine. I've got 2 or 3 actually.
What's his name?
Let me see if I can think of another one.
I've got one, but I'm going Wolves, so no one take it.
Are you going pretty current, Cal? You usually do.
Current in as much as he's still playing, but he hasn't played for Villa for a little bit.
Go on, you can you go first. You can check, and I'll go after you.
Can I do the photo? Get your kit.
Have you put it?
I don't have to put me Celtic kit back on, do I?
Could you see the chevrons in the photo?
I don't think so.
Just get your arm in.
Just one like this, please. I might get a couple more just in case. Then
Is anyone else going Wolves?
no,
I'm potentially going Wolves.
I've got 3 Villa names written down.
I've got one Villa name.
I think I need another Villa name just in case.
Yeah, I reckon me and Bob will have gone the same, so I'm going first this week because mine, I'm pretty sure was wearing a Hummel.
I'll go after you, that's much.
Can I Google to see my player's name and see if he's got type Hummel in after it just so I can see who wore the kit?
No.
Only on Google Images, just on Google Images, go on.
Oh, what?
He only wants to search, he's got a Hummel kit.
Okay,
What happens
I'll
if
just go with it anyway. I reckon he was.
What happens if his stats are on Google Images?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's actually on the picture. He's got on the number of appearances on the back of his kit there.
That was Richard Goff's problem.
His squad number's not more than his number of appearances. That's your general rule for this. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first then, Cal, so you can do the checking?
Okay. Have you definitely got others though, in case I take yours?
I better not do. You just said he's still playing. Mine definitely.
Oh, it's okay.
I've got a couple.
Okay. So I will go with, as usual, someone who's still playing, though not a current player for this club. I think he's had 2 spells for the club. I think, and it's an Everton link. I think with 289, you're probably looking at 6-7 seasons, which is kind of towards not quite legendary status, but quite a mainstay in the team. So I'm going with a player Evertonians don't quite like at the moment.
Because he's shite, or
Ashley Young, I'm going with.
I reckon Ashley Young gets picked like every other week, you know?
because he played for a few teams.
Yeah,
He's made quite a few.
Yeah, no,
Longevity of career.
You can pick him. Play for 3 Premier League teams.
Well, I'll go next. As you probably heard, I want to stick to me Hummel links. So a great Aston Villa Hummel kit from the early 2000s. I had a few names. I won't say them all in case someone else has them. But I'm going to stick with, I think, probably a club legend. Also ticks the box as being Scandinavian, links to Hummel. So I'm going to go with Olof Mellberg as my guess. I think, again, Well, that's me debate. He was there so long that he did a massive thing for him when he left. Do you remember that he put a shirt on the thing? I think he might have been away at West Ham, maybe. And I think he was there because I remember like when I first started getting into football properly, like watching it, like I had my season ticket at Everton. He was there, and then I think he was playing that Villa team under O'Neill still about 9-10. So I reckon he probably is 7-8.
Did he end up going to Juventus?
He did, yeah. So I could be wrong, but great kid, great player, great dog.
You want to go, Sean?
Bob?
Yeah, go on. I'll go. I've only got one for the whole for the whole game. I've only got one.
Is it Richard Goff?
Appearance or
You what?
No, it doesn't matter. Said one appearance.
Probably, to be fair. No, I'm going with someone I know played a long time for Wolves. I'm not sure exactly how many, but it's the best I can come up with.
I think I can guess.
So he's obviously played against some of the best players in the world. He's like marked Ronaldo, he's marked Mo Salah, and most importantly, he's marked me. And
he was on my list.
I wonder if he were to rank the three of us, I wonder where he'd put me. That's all I'm saying.
Do you not think he probably thought he was marking Antoine Sibierski, though?
yeah, he thought that.
All right, said Fred.
Figueroa, Sibierski, and him were playing. So the player I'm going with is former Wolves skipper, and I suppose, an Everton link as well. I'm going for Conor Cody.
A nice bloke.
Very nice bloke.
You'll seem like a nice fella. I've got a few suggestions. I did have Conor Cody on my list. I had Ruben Neves and Joleon Lescott for Wolves because he barely made any appearances for Villa, but they played for both. When Tosh said Hummel, I went back retro for Villa and went for Juan Pablo Angel.
He was my other one.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go for someone who will have played in that iconic Celtic away kit. Go for Stilian Petrov.
Are you sure before Callum checks?
Just trying to prank me.
What do you mean?
Because you made it sound like you were going for Angel.
Oh no. Oh no, I'll go for Stan Petrov.
Yeah, he's that Irish. Petrov was he there that long? It might be.
I was linking it back into me kit toss.
I think everyone should have done. Yeah, I had Angel. I also suspect Angel probably wasn't enough either. The other one I thought, I wonder, Gareth Barry maybe. He left
too many. I reckon he was probably there for about a decade.
Yeah,
maybe. No, he probably wasn't he? When did he leave Villa? About 2008, 9ish.
Something like that.
I should have gone for a Portuguese player, shouldn't I, to keep him with the kit team?
How many Portuguese players? I was going to say how many Portuguese play for Wolves, and I just remembered everyone who's ever played for Wolves in the last 10 years. Right, Callum's got the scores in. Quick, I'm just gonna. One day I wish you'd do the maths for me, Callum.
So the maths teacher, so
ready to go, and hopefully I don't break up 4 times in between it. So,
what was that, Tosh?
289 was the score to get to. So, not probably our best week. A few out though, but reasonably close. So, in 4th place, 70 out, was Stilian Petrov with 219. Right. So he was 70 out.
It's a good job I've got such an unassailable lead.
I was going to say, you don't really make bad guesses, Bob, really. So, well, rare for that one for him, but you would either do it for the kit, so I'll give you that one.
Yeah. Bonus points.
In 3rd place, with 247 appearances and 42 out, was Ashley Young. Which means me and Sean in the final 2. And Sean, there's only 2 appearances between us in terms of being out. One's too high, one's too low. So one of them is 28 out, the other is 26 out. 28 out with 317 appearances. Conor Cody.
Oh, come on.
So with 2-6-3 and 26 out, Olaf Melberg wearing his Hummel kit.
You know what? That's justice. That fair play, Tosh.
Yeah. It all comes together.
Yeah.
Well done, Tosh. Wheels within wheels.
Yeah, I
Sure.
found a picture of him wearing the Hummel kit.
Bob, Juan Pablo Angel was further out. So
Was he? Ah, right, okay.
don't beat yourself up.
Oh, good job. I had that he was second on mine as well.
Another one, I
Okay.
just like saying his name.
Yeah, good name.
And if you ever next time he comes up here, about Butterscotch Angel Delight.
I have no idea what.
Let's see if yourself cut out there. I'm not going to say anything further. You just have to work that one out.
You set Cal's illness off there.
Send email in your thoughts about what that was about.
Right, let me do the league table, please, before we close. It was so much easier, Tosh, when you did this.
Is the spreadsheet just not been updated?
Obviously not. That was your job, and then you got in a big mood.
That was your job.
Right. After 31 games played, let's have a look at our updated league table. Bob is still flying high at the top. He's on 86. Tosh has closed the gap slightly. He's on 77. Callum's in third on 72. And Sean is still bottom, but those 3 points have done him. I don't know where I'm going with this.
The world good.
Correct. He's on 55. And the guests, it's terrifyingly close on 29.
So thank you for listening to this week's episode of Keeping Up Appearances. Sean battered us 2-0 in any given Saturday, which I'm sure he's very pleased about. We had a great Marooned 5, some fantastic cases put forward. I'm sure you've all got opinions on those kits. So please head over to our X to vote. And yeah, a turn off of the books with Bob in 4th place on Keeping Up Appearances this week with a good shout. But in the end, Tosh took all the points, but Sean gets himself a big 3 points, which I know he's very proud about. So yeah, thanks for listening. Tune in next week. Try and share it with your friends. And I can see Bob give me a nod as to say, let's go watch Captain Tom's boys do it for us. Come on, the Three Lions. So
What on earth does that mean?
Thanks, Bob. We best go.
Is that now?
Are they playing now?
Yeah, playing Belgium. Well, at 7, I think.
It's Wales Poland tonight.
I'll be watching Wales Poland then.
I was going to say, it's not Captain Tom, it's Captain Declan tonight, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah,
Bob loves him even more.
He's got the armband tonight, I think.
What a great man.
Rat.
What a gobshite.
Do you think when he leads out England, do you think he's probably thinking, oh God, I could have had the Ireland team built around me?
Yeah, be gutted. He really will be gutted. Well, the one that got away.
Well, he could have spent a lot of time with Seamus Coleman, so he's missed out.
Exactly.